morning, love muffins all around the planet. Hello and welcome to the Ascension morning gathering. We love you all. So glad to see you guys this morning. We're a little late, but that's all right. It's divine timing.
What's our title today?
Waves of love incoming. I feel.
Just setting up the good old Telegram.
Nice.
If you haven't already joined us on Telegram, highly recommended.
And if you join us on Facebook, make sure you share the flare of love.
Yeah, everyone, please just share the stream. Let a couple people join us before we get into anything awesome. Dang. All right, we got the voice chat started here on Telegram.
Good morning, Telegram.
Good morning.
Love to you.
Good morning. All right.
Nice.
Let me just pick when you have a moment, I'm just going to pull this over. Now you're sitting on it.
Well, that means
I just want to make sure okay, that looks good right there.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Wow. Well, glad to be back, everyone. Glad to be back. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Well, it's been quite a day yesterday as well. We have a beautiful Schumann resonance, and I know I said a little bit about that yesterday. They get updated. I don't even know in what, distance of time, but definitely twice a day I do see a Schumann and how it changes. So that's where we're at right now. If you can see at the very end, this side, where we at here, it's a big, nice blast of energy incoming. And those, especially here, you can see how you have like a smaller and then a medium and then a middle wave. Like, I don't know, it's all fucking, there we go. It's all the other way around when you show it. Those are those waves of love. Literally, it's the pulse of Earth that is just, becoming more and more alive and more intense. Those energies are no joke. It's here for Ascension.
Yeah, the Schumann. I still don't understand the Schumann, personally. I look at it and I'm always like, is this art? Is this what I'm like? Everyone's always like, it's the 5D energy coming in. And I'm like, okay. Did you see something outside? We should show that picture. I got some awesome pictures yesterday. That was really cool. Nice. Yeah, if you want to pull it up on your phone. Yeah, Kat was doing this ceremony, and she totally pinged me to come outside at that point. And I feel you yelled for me.
It was nuts. I was sitting down in front of the tree and literally just had looked up to the sun, which was like the sun. Very normal. And I start reading that ceremony and I look up and literally this cloud on the picture, it looks like way different. And I saw it, then he saw it, like everyone saw it differently.
Yeah.
But it was like for everyone so intense. I saw it as this like drop of rainbow just like coming out of the cloud. It was freaking amazing. And the picture that I took with his phone, let me show this one. Let me see if you can actually see it. Hold on. You might be able to see it like on the bottom a little bit, those rainbows. Yeah, I felt that.
That's crazy.
Usually
and I just would like to say real quick too, this is something to look at because we saw what we saw physically, and it was a little different. I took a photo, it captured it differently, and now we're trying to show you a photo with another camera, and it won't come up. And this is because as we constantly repeat something, we try to print it again and again and again, it degrades over time. And so this is why, and I say all that because we can take these photos, we can share it with you, and that's too bad, that you can't see it as well. But this is what life is all about, though, is the physical experience and being there, and not just someone showing you a picture of something. Because someone showing you a picture of something that they went and did is not the same as you going in and experiencing it yourself. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't literally read a picture. You can read the energy. You can pick up on what was captured in that moment. That's for sure. But nothing beats the actual experience. And this is something that I pray that we all learn is the highest and most important thing, is to express oneself in the experience, to go enjoy the experience itself. For far too long, people have allowed the program to keep them away, to keep them in a little box. And in order for you to really appreciate life and see these things for what they truly are, you have to get out of your box. It's a big thing that Mom told us. And a lot of times in the beginning, when I first met her, she would repeat this, that you got to get out of your boxes. You got to get out of your boxes until there are no more boxes left. And so get out there, experience something, I don't know where everyone's at, and, but at least here in America, we have our summer coming to a close. We have a solid month left of summer. So if you haven't enjoyed a day outside already, go outside, go do a little something, something. We've been constantly enjoying, the water around here, and just appreciating the life force of it. And it's really calmed all of us down whenever anything gets a little tizzy. So highly recommend getting out there. You may see some rainbow, sunshine clouds. And who knows? It was nice doing a little tree meditation last night too.
That was crazy.
That was really cool.
The moon was like peach. It had like a peach rainbow. Like not a rainbow, but it had a ring and it had this like different shades of peach. It was pretty fascinating. Yeah, crazy things going on. Definitely. Like nothing is normal anymore. Mm-hmm. And I know I was once in a discussion with someone about the moon, whether the moon is really real and what it is and all the kind of things. And I was sitting there yesterday and I like looked up and I was like, it doesn't look the same at all anymore. Neither does the sun. I feel they're both portals and now they're open. Literally like for that energy to pour in. Because even at night, like the way that I see the moon, how it's like just this bright freaking orb of energy. It's amazing. It's really amazing. And, moon gazing, sun gazing is really amazing for the upgrade of your body, for example. The sun literally, streams in, and through the sun gazing, your eye vision gets better. You're literally letting the sun in through the window to your soul. So you say it, right? So through the eyes, that light shines in. And if you have, the intent to be open, to receive that light and that warmth, that love, then that is, what is happening in the moment. And on the other side, the moon is really amazing. I read a lot about that. It does help with psychic abilities and gifts, the pineal gland. That's kind of how I saw it or felt it yesterday. The pineal gland, basically directly behind the eyes, how that's kind of stimulated with that. And it's been really odd for me, to be honest, the past couple of days to feel my brain. Like I literally felt my brain so much on the right side back stinging. And then while I was writing the ceremony, I saw, like I wrote it down, and then while I was writing, my brain kind of like, I don't know, swirled. It felt funny, it felt weird, and it's just one thing where I was like angels, and it was just the it's all updates. There's so many transmitters in your brain that are literally hijacked. The connections as they should be are not there. Like your brain separated in the middle, put into a left and a right brain half. That's very, separation in manifest. Like that brain, we're not supposed to have a split in the middle. It's like, oh, you're the left, you're the right.
Why would your brain reflect your butt?
Right.
Just came to me. Why would your brain reflect is there any other, I'm just asking, I'm trying to look at it right now. Is there any other organ in your body that is split in some way? That literally has a concaved center and is split? I don't feel so. I feel if any other part did that, you'd be considered dead or
right,
injured or what have you.
So that separation in your brain is literally, part of what dark forces, however you want to call them, Illuminati, Cabal, whatever, did over the, last thousands of years.
I say tens of thousands.
10,000s, more even. I don't know shit how long, but it's been many, 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 many moons. We have been, changed up with our body. The DNA, for example, we got so often told we have 2 DNA strings. I don't know what they tell you.
2 strands.
Right?
Yep.
It's way more. Like it's 10 plus. I don't even know.
Might be 13.
Right?
12, 13.
Yeah.
I feel that physiologically that God would have the extra one, the super DNA that we've discussed before about Mother. And I feel the rest of us would all have 12. Not too sure. But, but Kat is right. That, because we were discussing this before about the ego program mind. How long has it been? Full transparency. We've heard it's 27,000 years. Later on, we heard 77,000 years. I just say at this point, it was tens of thousands of years ago. That's when the ego program mind came in. What does that mean? It means that the dream machine was hijacked. It means that the slave owners, the masters, right? You're talking about malevolent forces, okay, from the stars that have come here to enslave the people, to manipulate their DNA, to make them into a slave race, literally, because there's so much resource on this planet, and the planet itself is so precious. It's like a pearl in the ocean. It is, no other planet is like this one, this physical. I say visceral even. It's just that raw. And so they have been coming here for a long time, hundreds of thousands, probably even longer years, and been, doing what they want. And that was the experiment, allowing these things to occur. And then essentially, with their technology, they were able to hijack the dream machine, which had dreams of love everywhere present. All the dreams you have of love come from source, and it comes into this physicality through the dream machine. Now, when that got hijacked, then that essentially created the deeper state of separation. Because just to rehard everyone, it all started billions and billions and billions of years ago when Jehovah separated from creation and said that he was God without God. And that essentially everyone around him, because he went to a planet to do exactly what I just said, to a different planet, but he wanted those people. He needed it wasn't about the resources, it's about the people. And I'm grateful I just shared that because I just got that light bulb connection. That's what it really is. And that's what you've seen out in other films too. You're a fucking battery. That's what the Cabal did. They turned you into a battery. They literally are using your life force energy when you are in lower vibration to take your energy and continue to live themselves. It really does come down to you either are here to eat or be eaten. So if you're going to put out love, light, waves of love everywhere present, happiness, joy, gratitude, any divine trait, then you are feeding, right? You are giving. You are giving life force energy to others because you have so much yourself. When you're in lower vibration, when you're in complaining, blame, shame, guilt, blah, 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 you are allowing yourselves to be sucked on, taken from, to be the food. And when we stop feeding it, we stop feeding them. Now, I rehard everyone. They're all gone in many, many ways from an etheric plane. You're basically feeding the lower in these physical people that are still on the planet that haven't passed yet. Okay? Because they're going to be getting that energy. They're going to feel better because they're putting you down. And so you have to learn to rise above that. You have to learn to shield up. You have to learn to be like, it's all good. I don't need to be, that's not for me. I'm fine. Walk away. Go create your heaven on earth. Heaven on earth is here. You have the ability. God didn't ascend for nothing. She ascended so that we can also do the same. And, you know, a big thing that I just want to share real quick, and then I'll let Kat jump in because I know I've been going on for a moment here. But I just
I'm
want,
good.
I just want to make sure that we have balance. A big thing that I just felt into recently that really clicked for me was that Mother would constantly get on these live streams when she did, or make recordings and things. We would play them, and she would say, "If I die, you all die." Okay. What does that mean? Who's talking? Who's really talking? Because that wasn't Amy Carlson, okay? That was Mother Earth speaking. Mother Earth, the planet, who Mother was and is and always will be, is saying, if you don't take care of me, take care of your planet, you will pass. You cannot sustain life on this planet if you kill the planet. Simple ecology, simple, very, very simple homeostasis, balance. You have to live in harmony with your environment. You have to give back to your environment even more than what your environment gives you. And when you do, there is abundance. Then we thrive. When you only receive what it is that you require in the present moment of now, and you leave the rest, then everyone's abundant. And that's an essential piece. So I just wanted to throw that out there. That's really for all you trolls, because I know what you say. And I want to just throw that right out there again, so just, you know, even logic, just simple logic, we're going with the fact that she is the planet. And if the planet goes, then we're all dead. We can all agree to that, right? That if the planet...
Pretty much.
You know...
There is no planet B.
Right. We're not like, you know, we can't just jump on our ship and drive to another planet. I'm sure that plan is there. You know, that we have the tech and everything underground. But why? Why? Oh, we fucked this one up. I guess we'll just jump on the ship and leave. No.
Well, guess what? God created every single planet. And just, you know, no matter whether God is, in your perception, for example, even if you think God is a man, how do you feel when a father looks down? It's like, oh, I gave them a planet. A really grand planet. They're fucking it up. Oh. Okay, they killed the planet. Oh, okay, now they're trying to go to another planet. No, fuck this.
Right. Meteor.
Even if I'd be a man god or whatever, like, I would be like, what the fuck? You feel you can just jump on the next planet and go, you know, take that one down and suck out the resources? No. But yeah, like Al said, Mother Earth. She was Mother Earth incarnated. Why did she have cancer energetically? She took on all of humanity's bullshit. Let's be serious. All of the pain, the suffering that each and every individual has been feeling or is feeling, God knows that. She created your atoms. She created your cells. So if you're in lower vibrations, she'll feel it. And while she was here physically, it affected her physically. That's the whole point of it. That she's here to assist with her physical presence to process and transform. Like when she was here, like it was a 24/7 nonstop in every moment processing for her because of the density of the planet.
Y'all wonder.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many people out there. Why was it like this? And why was it like that? And blah, 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 blah. You're talking about the embodiment of the planet itself. You were talking about tender, loving care towards a person, a being, simply, let alone you're talking about your creator. So no one cared about what was asked of us because the benefit outweighed any risk. The reward was grander than anything we could give up because you're talking about the master of all masters, the master of all atoms, and the amount of wisdom and the amount of experience and the amount of truth, which was 100%, that came from her in every moment. Whether, you know, truth is what's highest and best in the present moment of now. So yeah, she said some crazy shit. Guess what? That shook me up. Okay. Shook up my ego program.
I was going to say, I can feel them out there twitching like, truth?
I'm getting them today.
It changes?
I'm back.
Yes, truth changes.
I'm back, y'all. Okay. I might have had a little bit of a but we're here now and I'm good to go. And it's Mama God. 24/7. This is her live stream. The disclosure is that God was on the planet, and that simply put, we are not alone. And that the fact is that we are moving in a planetary ascension. And the way that we can solidify that is by working together as one in unity, because our mission is being in the present moment of now together. And this is what Mom gave to us, because when we were with her, you were either in the present moment of now with her, or you just weren't. You just could not even handle it. And I'm very grateful for all that training. Because I just want to share too, is that, for me, and this is just me, and, in general, because I always had an issue like this. There was a block right here in my heart to fully caring about Mom and what she was going through. Couldn't fully feel it, and just they're showing me, even when my father died, I couldn't cry. I didn't get upset. I was mad.
Feeling centers shut down.
Okay.
That's what happened.
And that was a protection thing for 3D, because everything was crazy. And living in Stinkadelphia, you can't feel everything or you'll go nuts. That's why there's so many nuts people there. So I'm very grateful for that, and then to come to this point and this conclusion, because, I haven't been on the stream because I pulled out my back. All right. I helped someone move and I pulled my back out. I didn't notice it until the next day. And then my sciatica completely acted up. We're talking that it went from my butt down to like my thigh, down into my big toe. And I was like, that's my sciatica. And it was horrible. I was crying like a little bitch for a couple of days there at moments. And I share all this with you because, first and foremost, it's not about me. It's about Mom. It's about God. It's about Source. It's about our experience of getting closer to God and Source. And I want to share with you all that this experience did that for me. I've seen Mom writhing in pain. I've seen the physiological effects of what Kat just brought up and how she represents the planet and these things. I've seen where the volcano in Hawaii back in 2018 going off, but as it's going off, her knee is acting up because she had ripped a hole into her knee. And as it's going off, you literally can see it like more red, and she's freaking out. And we had to me and Hope are standing there with a fan on her knee. Okay. You can ask Faith, right before we all arrived, BP oil spill, late 2017, a boil appears on Mother's thigh after the spill happened. So you are talking about the physical representation of the planet, period. We literally would see the physiological effects of that. Okay. For me, there was a disconnect. Because through this experience, through writhing in pain on a bed, and literally realizing that it was almost at moments, especially as it got better, worse to lay down than it is to just kind of sit, in a different way. And just to experience this pain and feeling so debilitated that I had to ask help of others, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you. And I just kept feeling Mom more and more. I kept looking towards her photo, and I could just feel her like, oh my God, like I know that this is not even a 0.00001% of what you went through, yet this is the most pain I've gone through. And I'm grateful for those around me to help. And I realized just how much Mom took on. And they would show me how she was in this type of pain constantly, yet she would still sit there and laugh with us and joke with us and share with us and not talk about her pain at all. She just would not go there. I would ask her, especially in the last few years or year or so, how you feeling, Mom? Don't ask me. That's what her response was after a while. So we stopped asking her how she was because she was always in pain. And so I just want to say to Mother and to all of creation and to all of you that when these things happen to us and it seems so dark, like, oh God, why? Flip it and say, thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Spirit. No one cares what you say. Just connect with the Source. Connect with the Prime Creator. Connect with that. And so I feel like I did through this experience, and I'm very grateful to be back on here. I'm very grateful to feel better. Thank you. Thank you, Mama. Thank you to my higher self. for pushing. And I saw that, like, you got to push through it. I really saw that. I really, really saw that. Because I noticed that if I was to get up and I got up slowly and kind of went back like this, it would be more painful. But if I just went like this and just kept going, didn't stop, then the pain wouldn't have a moment to be like, because it's like I'm realigning my whole entire, back now because I threw it out. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your patience with me.
It was definitely an experience where, as an outside person, you have to balance out how to like not enable that person, because like I see him like literally screaming in pain because he can't move. And I'm like, like we all know this pain isn't like real, as in it's part of the illusion, but physically you're still experiencing it. So, I don't have to go there and be like, oh my God, and oh no, and are you fine? And oh, so much. No,
I would have.
We don't do that.
I may have vomited.
We don't do that. Yeah, right. Like for real. I feel weird just pretending to do that. But on the other side, it's like you do. How I saw it was like, well, how would I treat myself if I'd be in that situation? I would care and nurture myself like a baby and be like, okay, Angel's like, what is it really that helps me right now? What can I do? And I mean, where he really had to ask for help. And on the other side, where we here, the others were able to just, see little things and just, help with it. Because in that moment, you want to kind of make it at least halfway working, if that makes sense.
Not halfways.
Right.
Always.
Thank you. You want to make it work still in a way that, things are getting done, for example. And one beautiful thing that I have to share, thank you, Al, was like, he was basically like put on his knees. Like no matter what, he received it. The beautiful thing was like, even if it's painful, like I was really like stop asking why. I was like, just stop asking why. It doesn't matter why there's pain. It's here. Okay, thank you. Now what? Now breathe. Now, go with your focus and your energy off of it. That's what mom did. She was, watch a comedy or, so often mom would invite her puppies over, her dogs. They couldn't stay there all the time, but they got brought over. So it brought her joy. Even like, a conversation with someone or a reading, still making sure you're on your spiritual disciplines as well, because that self-love is definitely what helps you right now. And always for heart that no matter what and no matter how painful it is, you're still not the victim. Like, even though you're basically forced to step back and not being able to do certain things, doesn't mean you're a victim, doesn't mean you're like, less than, and oh no, I'm not, capable of doing things now, I'm unworthy, and letting all that in. That's crap too. Allow your own process the way it's coming, and your body might need, times. I remember hard on mission when I had the tonsillitis. I was laying a lot in bed. And like part of me was like, no, I can't do this. I have to keep moving. I can't, be so lazy. In that moment, I wasn't lazy. I nurtured my body, who needed the rest, who needed just a calm face and a lot of tea, for example, and still a lot of fresh air, sun gazing, and all that kind of thing. So yeah, definitely an experience. And for all of you out there that are going through any sort of physical symptoms, I feel mom shared at some point that everything going on right now, even with flu and stuff like that, it's Ascension symptoms. If you're coughing a lot, if your nose is running, that's all mucus. Get it out. It wants to come out. That's something good, If your body is purging, I feel it was Daniela or someone shared how she has like a really high fever and just really feeling off. Well, your body is purging. It's that energy. There's so many physical changes at the moment. We can't judge it as anything bad. We don't judge it all. It just,
let go of it.
Is your body going through the process?
And just to share, when you have a fever, you're burning off unconsciousness.
Nice.
That's what that means. When I got
Bring
to
it
the
on,
field,
angels.
yeah, I had like a 3-day bout of fever. I didn't even look at it like that. But when I first got to mom, within the first few days, I started to develop a really high fever. And it was so much that it wasn't a fever. Like I've had fevers where I feel this internal feeling and I feel like I'm almost being cooked inside because it's burning off the bacteria. And this was different. It was this like general heat in my head right here. And I literally walked around for a couple of days with a towel on my head with water on it. And I loved it. And mom she's like, you're burning off unconsciousness. And I'm like, cool, sounds great.
Right.
I was really happy about it. And, I always pray to get to that point again, because when I first got to mission, I was fucking on it. I got things done and I was going through it. But then it just kind of like got weird for me because I stopped focusing on mom, stopped focusing on source, in her own home. And so that caused a lot of different things to happen to me. I accept those things as my own choices. If you're living with responsibility, I'm responsible for my own actions. If you've been going, if you go over to someone's home, you go to live with someone, okay, and the whole thing, essentially your even energy exchange is that you can stay here as long as you keep raising your vibration, raising your consciousness, constantly overcoming your unconsciousness. And the only other thing is, here's God, and whatever skill you have, please help to assist her through this ascension process. It's that simple. It's just that simple. And for me, like I was saying from the beginning, I had to learn to care. Because I could raise my vibration. I could get back in the moment like that. I could cut this, be rid of it. I can do all the meditations. I could do all that. That was fine to keep raising up. But then that's great and good that you can do that internally. Can you care about other people though?
They truly care.
Really care. Because Kath's talking.
Really care.
Right, really care. Because you can't enable people in the ego, right? It's impossible to enable God because she has no ego. So we gave her everything we possibly could.
All the love we have.
That was all she really asked for, was that care and attention, because everything else will flow from that. Like, the care and attention is turning the water on. Once it's going, it's going, and I watch it. I watched it with people within the team who did care more, and who was more capable then to assist her. Hope comes to my heart. I love you, Hopi. And she may be crazy, but mama taught her right. She's crazy because she's got to keep the crazies away. So, everyone had has had their own thing to work on. And I just like to say again, I'm utterly grateful to my creation, to, source, to everyone around me, to myself, to accept this as an experience and go through it. Because when mom ascended until now, I feel I was a little child being reborn, like I was a baby, like I came out of the womb again, because it was like that coming to mission. I totally forgot about that. That like as I drove towards the mission house originally, California, 2018, as the sun went down, it looked like I was going through a vagina. It just did. It wasn't even a tunnel. It was vagina-like. And so it was as if I was being born, and that's, meeting God in this lifetime, that is a rebirth. Same thing when she left, and it was less of like this visual experience and all, but this internal nature of like, I just like went back down into being a little baby. And this is the process. This is the process. Anything that was left in there in the childhood. I brought up how I didn't even get upset that my father had passed, like all these things. And I feel like it didn't even sink into me that mom ascended. I was like, what? What just happened? I've been kind of out of the loop for a moment. My own choice, not being in the present moment, and then like getting up to speed, me like, oh shit. And then the back thing, right? Fast forward to the back thing, I feel like I'm an old man. I felt I couldn't do anything without anyone else. Same thing as when you're a child. So it's just been an interesting thing to watch this process, because mom always said, there are certain things, and I feel levels of those things, because we've looked at those on the team that have been here for years. We've looked at every different little piece of our programming. It was all called out at one point or another. But how many layers is there? How many layers? And I have more to this too. How many layers? And have you looked at all of them? Oh, wait, you can't until she leaves. Because guess what? If you got to look that deeply at that stuff, you're going to get distracted by it. And you're not going to be able to look at mom and gain the most beautiful karma you can possibly ever receive as a blessing, because you're serving God directly in the physical. So you have this whole store now of just awesome, positive, virtuous, pious actions that is universal law, solid stuff. And so you can go out now, you can say, you know what? I'm going to let it all just come to me now. I'm going to let it all work through me, because I know I did what I had to do when I had to do it. I'm happy with my life and my choices. That's what you got to do. You have to be able to lay your head down at night and be totally solid. And I literally mean that, like consciously, fully solid, and be happy with what you did during the day. Because if you're not, then you need to process it before you go down, because you will wake up in unconsciousness and you will not have a full divine rest. You will not have a fully conscious rest. It's impossible. And so I am grateful to mom and for all this experience, and to learn how to care more, to be able to look at this stuff on a deeper level, because I, had to look at the energetics of all that, and you have to do the same thing if something's coming up. We all have to be doing that. And it's gotten very much more clear and transparent since she has ascended. Okay. I feel everyone now has things that are going to be coming up more and more and more, because it just has to be dealt with now. No more running from it. Mom graced us with allowing it to be kind of put to the sidelines so that we could focus and gain a lot from the experience. But now that that's a chapter, a book that has closed, we now have to, bring it on. Bring on the crap so that you can flush it down. You got to let it go. You got to let it out for it to be gone. And that's what we have to be doing now. And I feel that those things that we couldn't fully look at while mom was on the planet, now we can. And so I really do feel to implore a lot of you that if you haven't booked your sessions, right? If you haven't just, sent an email, share with us your synchronistic events. Share with us your blocks. Let us know what's going on. We're here to help. We have the etheric surgeries. That's a lot more hands off, where we just allow mom and the Galactics to do their work, and you just have to be open to receive. Now, if you would like to just talk to someone and get into certain particular things that are coming up for you, and you would like us to help you pinpoint them and bring you and raise you to a higher vibration, we have sessions for that too. We have all different types of sessions. Check it out. Everyone who has done a session with us has had positive things to say. And if they don't, it's because their intention wasn't pure in the beginning and they couldn't fully receive what was being given, because they didn't really believe. They're in doubt frequencies. They're in this, like, I don't know, maybe, I guess I'll try it out. Hey, how you doing? And then they don't get anything out of it. You have to be wholehearted when you come to the gates of heaven. And then and only then will you be able to walk through it, when your heart is even lighter than a feather. Thank you.
All right. I have a video of Mama pulled up that's been waiting in line. And the title is Waves of Love Incoming, while synchronicity, this one that came up, is Keep Riding the Wave.
Nice.
Greetings, yippee! That's what I got today. I had euphoria experiences today, which is incredible. I just got a ding for that.
Yes, you did.
And some beautiful flowers over here with a beautiful picture. We Tree Unicorns. This is from the team here to me yesterday, because, wow, I've been going through some things. And it's been interesting and fun and comedic. Relief.
Yes.
Relief.
Yes.
That's what it is. Lots of things going on, everybody. Woo! We Tree Unicorns are here because of our love for you all, and what you have done for us and all of humanity. Oh, thank you. We love you, Mother of Creation. And they got me some flowers. I love unicorns. I wanted to just bring up briefly before I start on all this, we got like tons of information. And again, we're not going to get to it all, so I'm going to wing it. I freaking know nothing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything. That's where we're at. Okay. So I wanted to mention, what is spinning? Spinning, when I was spinning yesterday, that meant that the consciousness was not stable. And so it wasn't grounded. Okay. And that's what spinning means. And to get yourself grounded, you've got to get into meditation, just center and breathe. And I was just having those moments as, when we are moving up constantly and shifting or whatever, that can happen sometimes. And you just have to step back, get back in your center, and there you are. Right. I also wanted to bring back a vision that I had of Lucifer and I, because I wanted to share the interesting thing about the vision, about when I remembered a couple weeks ago who it was, came back in my consciousness, is that we were traveling along the same pathway energetically, but at certain points that we came back together. So we came back together once, 9 months. It's interesting. That's the gestation period for a baby.
Right.
Then we broke apart. And then, 3 weeks later, we were back again. And then we broke apart. And this is the same thing that happened in the vision. Mm. And then on the very last part where we came back together again for the third time is when we landed in the crystal blue waters, meaning victory and success, or whatever. So whatever's going on, I just wanted to share that. I also wanted to share, anyone out there, any being out there who is attempting to create disharmony, attempting to create separation, isolation, they're all just projections, everybody. And they're in pain, they're in suffering. I'm sending them love. I love you very much with all my heart. And I'm here. Whew. Very fascinating. I was synchronistically, of course, I landed on a tarot reading for Sagittarius, which I'm Sagittarius. One thing that I heard her say, you're going to get your family back. I was like, wow. Yes, I get my family back.
That's wonderful.
I'm excited. We've got codes coming in nightly now. Isn't that a fascinating unfoldment? I did not see that coming.
Mm.
Let's see. And my dance with love continues. I love it. I'm having great fun.
Yeah.
Plus, I got to see a golden head today. I was very excited about that. Pearl of the day, number 494. I will reveal myself to the pure souls. I will show myself to the true light, creatures, and to those who love God. God is the same as love and the same as truth. I prepare heaven on earth. God. I also want to say thank you to everyone out there who watches the videos for your love and your support and your prayers for everything that's happening right now. Mike Quincy said it brilliantly yesterday in the video, his paragraph about there is what was that, Buff? The biggest battle.
Oh, yes, the biggest battle.
Biggest battle.
That's going on in high places, a very, very high place.
Between the light and the dark.
Yes, yes.
And it will come to a head. And it will come to whatever it's destined to look like. Solar Alert by Tiffany Styles. Celestial Triangle. Now here's the other fascinating thing. Because I was sharing my vision about when Comet Ison came through in November of 2013. And when I first went into meditation, the angels were singing Hallelujah and Angels on High. And I went to meditation, had to cut all cords with Archangel Michael. And then they put me in a starship. And I asked them why they were putting me in a starship, because I can bilocate to the inner earth at any moment. And they were like, get in the starship. That reminds me of Saint Germain yesterday. And I was like, talking to him, he goes, trust your angels. I'm like, whoa, you had to go there?
Right.
That way?
Goodness.
Jesus. Okay, this weekend, Mercury. Oh, I was going to finish the
story.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Okay, so they put me in the starship, send me to the inner earth. I'm naked on top of this crystal, and I start spinning, and all this gold energy starts coming out, and it starts going up to the surface, and then that whole space opens up, and I'm looking at 3 stars. I was like, wow, in a triangle. And then this energy comes to me, and I'm like, who is that? I don't know who you are. I step back with all of creation, and everyone's just kind of looking at me, and I'm like looking at that energy signature, and I'm like, wow, okay, who are you? And he's like, it's okay. I'm like, I'm looking around, everybody there is like, he's like, we're going to bring heaven on earth. And I'm like, okay. All right. And we meld together. And that was my vision from November of 2013. So very fascinating. This weekend, Mercury, Venus, and the slender crescent moon have converged for a beautiful conjunction in the pre-dawn sky. The trio form a bright triangle shining through the rosy glow of sunrise. Then she says, green reindeer. Last night, February 5th in Norway, the snow, everything turned green.
Wow.
Fascinating. And then the reindeer look green too. So we have a solar wind stream it's exiting today. All right. Be sure to stay grounded through this shift. Okay. All right. Da-da-da. I don't know where that came from. That was just like one of those things. Oh, she doesn't have a... Okay, fine.
Da-da-da-da.
Keywords. This too shall pass. Keep riding the wave. Thank you, Tiffany. Oracle report. Moon phase release and envision. Focus on peace, true alignments, receiving information, saved by a rejection, integrating an important concept, mixing things, appreciating the abundance and beauty of nature, increased will, going outside the box, what is fun and pleasurable, man. And they keep freaking telling me to go to the ocean today after this. I'm like, what? They told me, like, I'm like, they keep bugging me. I'm like, I have to go to the ocean? Okay, the sun will empower the energetic of a man being unmasked at a masquerade. Ooh, fascinating.
Yeah.
With truth and true intentions coming to light. Secret things are often exposed. When it happens, it prompts the need to face or come to grips with what is shown. So Mars is fueling the energetic of a path through the woods, rich in autumn coloring, with infusions and information. Directions or courses that provide a rich and colorful experience. Okay. So the Sun in Aquarius in square with Mars in Scorpio has a lower octave of increased anger, power and control issues, vengeance. We're seeing this with the ego. Domination, obsessions, and compulsions. Uncomfortable strangeness. So the circumstances are signals of what needs to be changed. So the anger is just how we are alerted to need for the change. So, one thing that's happening right now, everybody, is that, the ego is coming out full force, and we're coming head to head, the love and ego, like face to face. And it's very fascinating.
Beauty and the Beast.
Huh?
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. Yes. Roar! Guess who wins?
Beauty, love. Love is in charge.
That one.
Love.
Okay, so Venus is discharging the Union Jack flight over a new British warship. Whoa. Okay. The Illuminati use the planets to forward their agendas. Look, when they do that, they always propel me forward. It's so fascinating. Always, always, always. They have been, over the past 12 years, every single step the light made forward, they tried to do something, and it would backfire on them. Every step.
That's
It was
fascinating.
great. Wonderful. Beautiful. Divine plan.
Yeah.
Okay. See where we're at. Okay. So, most recently, when Venus made conjunction with the Galactic Center, whoa, and the announcement for the discovery of Planet X was made. Planet X is archetypally, whatever that word is. I can't say certain words now. They don't make any sense to me. The destroyer.
Mhm.
And so, well, this is going to get fascinating, everybody. So the energetics at the heart, the energetics are trying to move us to better paths and ways. So everyone go with the flow, dance, sing, laugh, get your groove on. Celebrate. Mwah. We love you. We are so grateful to be here in service and everything that's happening behind the scenes. You guys are going to have a good laugh about it. It's all being documented. Yes! Okay, so remember, forgive, wish, luck, Obsidian. There's a song by Trevor Hall called Obsidian.
Indeed.
Beautiful song, by the way. Anyway, I love you, Lucifer. I love you, humanity. I am in love with you every single moment. And I show that, and I show up. Everybody, thank you for showing up for your destiny.
Nice. Get him, Mama. Get him. Mama.
That was fucking brilliant.
Yes.
That was
Wow.
good. There were so many
Yeah.
things in there.
So many nuggets, and just the way of her being. So natural, so in the flow, so careless about how she looks on the video, how she says things, what people would think or whatever. No, she's like, I'm Prime Source, and these are the updates. In this like state of just joy. It's beautiful. Fascinating. Thank you for sharing the YouTube, Candace. It is 5D full disclosure, just like the Facebook, and there are her videos from all those years and years and years of mission, and you'll see really different ones. This one is like those videos, there's multiple in that chair that she made. I really like them. She's just so lighthearted, and straight, and in other videos she can be a little bit more like serious, I would say, but not with this like 3D sense of seriousness, more
Right.
like, because of the importance of the message, basically. And yeah, you heard her, and a couple of things that stuck to me definitely got picked up by you guys as well. This too shall pass. Nothing is, stuck in a certain way forever. Everything's moving, everything's changing. So this too shall pass. And I really felt it was fascinating how she, I don't know, was like, I really love like in videos like that where you can feel all the angels around her when she's like, the beach, go to the ocean. It's so funny. And
I'm curious what year that was. If you want to check that, because I'll give a little
yes.
information on the water, because that's a big thing. Mom going to the ocean.
2016.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I feel
February
that
16.
she literally, I don't know, but I feel deeply that she literally didn't get back to the ocean until Hawaii. From there, 2016 to 2020, because prior to that, she was in Florida, and she did go to the water. And there's videos of her standing in the water and things like that. I feel that video that she just made that you just watched is from Shasta. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I don't feel she went to the ocean out there. And then she finally did in Hawaii, and it took forever for her to do that. And fact is that she had gone to the water a few times, kind of just put her feet in the water. You know, she was not well by the time Hawaii hit, that pretty paralyzed by then. And I know that basically she had gotten water in a bottle and was praying over it for days and days and days, and then had someone release it back into the ocean.
Wow. Light ups.
Right. Because apparently she told me this, that right after that, within like that day, that's when the riots started in Hawaii. So it was weird because she was like, what, did they see me pouring water back in the water and they were pissed about that? You know,
it's like literally that energy.
Literally.
Right. Like,
and, you know, calling herself Pele kind of pissed some people off. But I mean, hey, when Pele returns, you know, I mean, you can't be upset about it.
Right.
You know, she's pretty fiery too. I'll tell you that right now. So she probably is the volcano goddess. Just saying, just throwing it out there.
Yeah, but that just shows, you know, those many experiences that even we had, like that I had, where you could literally feel the ego resistance to that light, to that energy. So in the moment just feel into a bottle with blessed water by Prime Source Creator, pure consciousness infused with prayers and prayers and prayers and prayers, which obviously at some point will become true. You know, if God prays for it, it becomes true. And pouring that into the water, you know, it amplifies the whole entire ocean, becomes a prayer. The whole entire ocean, every atom of that water is holding now that energy. So that brings the ego to pop and spin. But yeah, stay grounded. Stay grounded. And if you're spinning, you know, you're spinning, we do it. That's just, you know, a process, I feel. And,
who's spinning?
But right now, gladfully not we. So.
I'm so grateful that she explained it too.
Yeah.
It's very simple because we'll have that too. Like we're in the middle of moving forward in a you know, an idea, what we're going to get done. And then something shifts and I watch it, and I see this happen to me all the time now, where I literally feel like this. I'm like, what? Wait. So everything's okay. Hold on. Just hold on. Kat, can you just say it again slower this time?
Like, what's happening?
What's going on exactly? And I can feel myself, you know, I feel it. And I'm just like, I accept it, you know, because it happened to Mom often. It's not a bad thing. It's just that things change and you're in a physical body. So in that physical body, your atoms, your cells, your being is moving towards something. And then if that thing changes and you have to readjust it, you have to literally pivot. You're your own planet, right? You are a planet. You are the universe within. You are the multiverse within. You have to now readjust yourself to go towards that new direction. And that's going to, you know, require some energy. And so it feels this one way, called a spin. And all you have to do is just get centered, get grounded, get back in the present moment of now, right? And you're all good. You're all good. And it's just like, oh, wait, what's happening? Clear it.
Right.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm here now. And I just cracked my whole chest right there as I said that, because it is just about getting right here again. It is that simple. And you know, it's a trip though too, you know, and this is where the non-judgment comes in. This is where unconditional love comes in. As Mom says, I love you, Lucifer. You're the darkest being in all of creation. I love you because I know that your lower is in existence simply to collect all of the other lowers, because lower's attracted to lower. So of course, the Father would take that on. And we will see the full transformation of that energy into Father God one day.
We pray.
We pray for that day.
We all pray.
Because I don't deal with that shit no more. Because for years, I succumbed to that energy and did not focus on Mom, but focused on that energy, the Luciferian energy. And I'm done. Simply done. You know, Mom had to leave for me to finally go, oh, this doesn't work. We came here to serve the feminine God, the Creator, no one else. We're here to serve that love, right? Same thing. That laughter, that joy, that happiness. Thank you, Faith. I love you. It's that simple. Mom equal love, equal joy, equal truth, equal right action. It's all the same. That's what we serve. Universal law. Even energy exchange. Understand that. We are here to be in the present moment of now together. That's mission. 100% focus on that. Pray for it, everyone. Pray for it. All right. Drop the mic. Okay.
Beautiful.
Yay.
There was a beautiful energy update from the Galactic Federation of Light that I was pinged.
May I just see this real quick? I felt that I read that one. That's cool. It's a good one. It's long.
Exactly. It's
on my
very
schedule,
long,
Yeah.
but I'm pinged to just, jump on some of that.
Yeah.
It's channeled by Berit von Scheven. Grateful I can pronounce that name.
Well, thanks, Kat.
There we go. Okay, I'm just going to start a little bit because it's really beautifully written. The new earth is near now. It's already here. Blue mountains, healthy lakes, untouched nature. It's already here. The queendom of heaven already exists on earth. You need to change to new glasses. Look at the earth with new eyes, with the eyes of love. Turn 180 degrees and look again at all the beauty that is here on earth and in humanity. The new earth is here now. It has come to stay. It has come down because so many light workers, well, I'm going to skip that part because it has come down because of Mother. Guess what?
Slight workers, not. You get.
Here we go. Do not wait too long before you go out and spread the light further in even larger circles on earth. Spread it, and it, like rings on the water, go out over the earth, over the lakes, over the seas, over the forests, the meadows, and the mountains. Imagine that the new paradise on earth is here now. What you've been waiting for so long, it is already here. It's just a matter of raising your awareness so much that you can see with these new glasses, with new frequencies. Then, but only then, do you see beyond the veils of illusion. Do you see real life, the true reality, the true essence. Put on the glasses now. Do it now. What are you waiting for? The time has come. You have waited long enough. Now it's finally here. The time of the ascension of the earth. Ooh, I'm in body light. I'm gonna stop right here, but please, go ahead and read it. Maybe I'm gonna, pick up another part tomorrow or something.
Why don't you share the link with me and then I'll post it right here into Restream.
Definitely.
And I can do that. You can share.
Yeah, because
however,
this is a really, really beautiful article.
You can do Facebook. Is that it?
Awesome.
Make sure you guys get this link. Please check out the website. It's going to be really essential for all of us to be reading these things consistently. We watch the video of Mom reading. She's reading the articles, and I can't get it up right now. I'm sorry, everyone. It's too much.
All right.
So yeah, be reading. Gather that knowledge. You have to put it into action, though, to turn it into wisdom. You have to express that knowledge in order to turn it into wisdom. And the purpose of life is to express oneself. So big balance, and I'm saying all this because I read a lot. I mean, I had a whole library of books, and Mom did too. After a while along the path, you can get any information through your heart. So you don't need the book anymore. But as we ascend through these vibrations, these energy updates are really important to be heartful of. Very interesting that, Kat picked up on that article. She didn't know I read that article, but I had read it already. And, what a beautiful synchronistic thing to happen so we can all vibe on it together. So definitely be reading. It's updated daily. And just keep checking it out, everyone. Check out everything we have, from the products to the sessions to even subscribing to the girls' live stream. Get on top of it, everyone. Have some fun. Enjoy yourself. Laugh. Enjoy things together. And get outside and really appreciate the weather as, we were designed to do so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stay grounded, humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Stay high vibing and enjoy. Excited for you guys to reach out one way or the other. Just, take that leap of faith. We're just like you, and we'd love to know more about you. And if you want to know more about how you raise your vibration, then jump on a call, book a session, hit up the website.
Yeah.
For all those brilliant
You
articles.
can message us on the
Awesome.
website too, just so everyone knows.
Yippee!
Website got updated.
Woo!
So
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, all of creation, for being with us, with humanity in every moment through this ascension. There's only one way back home into the light.
And I just want to say real quick, Faith made some beautiful comments here. She said that, feels like my dream last night was serene. I don't have those dreams often. I've been dreaming a lot more. Like, I don't remember it wholeheartedly. I'm going to maybe use some mugwort soon to maybe enhance the dreams. So just throwing it out there, it's really useful to help with dreams. And then Faith went on to say, I read some poetry last night before resting. Cold Mountain was I. So maybe read a little poetry before bed. It's a good idea. Maybe you have a beautiful dream. Who knows? But thanks, Faith. Appreciate you sharing that.
Awesome. We love you all so, so much. And we'll see you back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Mountain Time. Move it, move it. Move your atoms. Love and action. Woo!
5,
6,
7,
8.
na 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 na. Hey,
love has won and joy reigns.
Na 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 na. Hey, love has won and joy reigns. Mama God eternally.